Hey guys, welcome to episode number 73 of OG Toys on Moji. Today we're continuing a look at the DC Direct Brightest Day Series 1 figures. We take a look at Hawk Girl and Deadman already, and now we're going to be moving on to a character that's going to get a heck of a lot of attention in the next few months. He's spotlighting his brand new TV show, Arrow, which is going to be premiering on CW this October. We're talking about Green Arrow. Now, Green Arrow, unfortunately, has been a bit of a laughingstock at DC. He's one of the kind of like a C-list character in back in the 70s, and he had some very cool ideas and stories with Green Lantern, where they rediscovered America and just explored some of the kind of themes that was going back in the 70s. Now, of course, Green Arrow's gone through a bit of a metamorphosis in the past few years. His last series that came out prior to 52 was really cool, right after the Brightest Day. I really liked the stories, the way the direction was heading, and the artwork was just phenomenal. It had some very impressive covers, and the costume was really cool. Unfortunately, that was done and canceled when the new 52 came out, and the new 52 version of Green Arrow, it's not bad. It's almost like your standard comic book. Nothing too spectacular, nothing too bad. But man, it just doesn't have the same impact as some of the other Green Arrow stories from the past have had. But hopefully we'll see a resurgence of Green Arrow with the new series coming out. Some of the clips for the new show looks absolutely awesome. Very action oriented. You know, I don't know if it'll be as popular as Smallville was, just because of, well, Superman is one of those well-known characters in the entire world. Not many people know who Green Arrow is on that scale, but I think it's going to do quite well. Hopefully they stick to the more super villain, mercenary kind of stuff, and stay away from the big boss, corporate criminals, and some dude with a gun. You know, give us some action, give us some really interesting storylines that'll test Green Arrow and Oliver Queen. One thing that I saw in the trailer for the new show was very cool, was you see Deathstroke's mask. Deathstroke, the Terminator, you know, a huge villain in the DC universe. He's tangled with the Teen Titans, the Justice League. If you ever check out some of the very cool miniseries that have come out, you see, he's probably one of the catalysts in almost every series, except if it wasn't really in Brightest Day or Blackest Night to any extent. But he's a very cool character, and I'm glad to see him tangle with Green Arrow. But let's, without further ado, let's move on to this guy. So, again, Green Arrow came out. This figure came out back in 2011. I paid $15 for him. Yeah, awesome character. One thing I hated about this guy, and I actually threw away the bow. The bow sucked. Now, this bow is awesome, and you're probably thinking, where the heck did I get this bow from? Well, really simple. Where I got this from, back in probably 2003, maybe 2004, DC Direct released a series of figures that include Artemis. Now, Artemis is, or was, I'm not too sure what's going on with her now, was one of the people that replaced Wonder Woman back in the day. Of course, you know, Batman got replaced, Superman got replaced, and Wonder Woman got replaced with Artemis. She had long, kind of like a brown hair, orange hair. And the figure came with this absolutely amazing bow. And man, this thing has held up so well compared to some of the other bow and arrow sets that have come out with Green Arrow figures in the past. This thing is just awesome. It's long, you know, it's got a really nice sculpt on it. It just looks imposing, and this is what a Green Arrow character should have for a weapon, not just some dinky plastic small bow. So, moving on to the figure. Now, the figure is sculpted just beautifully. Again, skin texture is really cool. One thing I really like about this guy is his hood comes off. So you don't see him all the time with the hood in comics, and it's nice that you can actually remove this soft rubber hood, which fits in really nicely into this collar here. You can remove that, and you got this beautifully sculpted Green Arrow face underneath. Really awesome. You got the classic goatee, mustache, really cool looking hair sculpt here. The green mask, and it's just an awesome representation. This is probably the best representation of Green Arrow that has come across from DC Universe or DC Direct as well. Great sculpt. Like I said, he's got some really nice details here. On his gauntlets, he's got a couple extra arrows. His belt has all these pouches, and then his tunic, you can see here he's got all the folds, his musculature underneath, just really phenomenal. And his boots, nothing really special about his boots, just plain green. He's got a strap around his leg here with a compartment here. On the back, he's got his quiver, and you can see it's really neat. They got stitching all the way through here to build his quiver, and he actually has a couple of arrows that are removable from the quiver. They're just plain arrows, steel arrows, which is kind of cool. And we'll just go right into his quiver. I like the way that they actually included some arrows too. I thought that was a nice touch. Now for articulation on this figure, you got a very well designed ball jointed head. You get some pretty good range of movement here. You got a full ball jointed shoulder, a cut at the bicep, which is really nicely hidden by this arm strap. You have another T, or just a pin, excuse me, joint right in the elbow. Full 360 on the wrist, nothing in the waist or ab. You got your leg, another, just a pin joint there, and he's got a cut at the boot as well for 360 rotation. Now again, these guys aren't super articulated. It's the sculpt that makes these guys so incredible. Now hopefully, you're still going to be able to find this guy, because if you want to create a really cool looking Justice League out of your DC Direct guys, you need this guy in my opinion. And with the new show coming out this October, I think there's going to be a bit of a resurgence popularity of Green Arrow. And this is a figure that you would definitely want to get. See, he looks a heck of a lot like this on the new show as well. So there you go, guys. That was Brightest Day Series 1 Green Arrow from DC Direct. We got a lot more reviews coming up. Rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.